Good Thursday evening, NFL fans and New York Jet fans. It is April 28th, 2022, 10:17 p.m., and we are on draft day 2022, the first round, day one. Um, right now, Pittsburgh is picking number 20, so we are about three-quarters of the way in. Um, so let's get to this right away. I'm going to make this a quick one. Um, I didn't do anything since the Super Bowl ended, and I just wanted to let the offseason begin and see what's going on. So, just a quick recap right now. Um, of course, last year in the draft, we had Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson's the rookie QB. What we're hoping is to get Zach Wilson some protection, to get Zach Wilson to stand upright and not have to scramble for his life. When he was under pressure in 2021, he was 51% pass completion rating. That is the lowest in the league. We're hoping that Mikhail Becton comes back and could protect him. Um, Funny thing is, this week was voluntary camp. He didn't show up. Some reporters made a big deal about it. Some reporters did not. My thing is, and let me just go into this. His significant other, his fiance or wife or girlfriend, is due any day with a child. He wanted to be with her. He wanted to be close to home. I understand that. They say he's training. They say that he's with his trainer and he's working out. And he's going through a regimen. Um, I understand that. So I really can't um, fault him for that. Pittsburgh just picked a quarterback, Kenny Pickett. Um, so that's the pick for number 20. What I will say about Becton is he has missed all of last year. He had a good rookie season. Got injured, which should have been a 3 to 6 week or 4 to 7 week injury. He missed an entire season. So this is something that I think maybe he should have showed up for. He could have flown back and forth, whatever it is. But you know what? He made the choice. Um, Now prove to me in camp that you're going to take that spot back when you go to training camp, and prove to me during the season that you're not injury prone, that you are a NFL player, and that you will be able to fulfill your position on this team. Um, on top of that, we have tonight's picks: number 4 and number 10 in the first round. When you get the number 4 pick, it's because you don't have a great record, and you know, the Jets have a lot of areas to fill. I really thought they were going to go edge rusher early. They went defense. They went safety with Ahmad the Sauce Gardner. That's Sauce Sauce, um, as in sauce that you put on food or whatever. Um, he has not given up a touchdown in coverage in over 3 years. Looking at his or listening to his interview tonight on NFL Network, he is a young player who is extremely confident in his ability, who is extremely confident in what he does, and they call him the Sauce. I read that it was nicknamed to him as playing in a youth league, youth football league. That's always say with him. They should call him the Mustard because he is a hot dog. I see him having um, the the um, the confidence, the demeanor, the in your face of Keyshawn Johnson, especially early Keyshawn in his career. They give you the damn ball. Well, he's on defense, so you better take the damn ball, or don't or get that ball out of here. That Keyshawn came up with. Keyshawn was always confident. Keyshawn loved himself some Keyshawn, but Keyshawn on the field proved to be a very valuable, a very good player. Um, whether it was early on in his career where he was, mainly used as a blocker and he was, not the number one receiver, to, he lined up with Corbett and with Dedrick Ward and made the three of them better. Then you throw in somebody like Curtis Martin in the in the running game. And I mean, the overall offense with Keyshawn was great. Now, Keyshawn overstayed his welcome in New York. He was dealt by Parcells to Tampa Bay. In Tampa Bay, he did the same thing. I mean, first he did the thing with Corbett with the flashlight and the falling star or whatever it was. You know, he's a star, he's just a flashlight. Tampa Bay actually went to the Super Bowl one of the years that Keyshawn was on it. They they wound up winning. I think it was 2002, and Keyshawn got a ring, but I think Keyshawn was actually suspended from that team. I think I'm not sure, but he was let go from Tampa Bay. He went to, I believe, Dallas. He bounced around a little bit, so that's what he turned into. He could have been so much more. He could have been so much better. So Keyshawn could have been so much more. But listen, Keyshawn had a good career. I think he will be forever known as the guy who feuded with Wayne Corbett. And Wayne Corbett looks like, just a guy who can just get along with anybody. But the swagger that he had was something that the Jets did not see for many years. There are very few players on the Jets that had swagger. And I think when you think of swagger on the Jets, you think of Joe Namath, of course, and then Mark Gastineau. And Gastineau had swagger. He had that obnoxiousness about him, and that was what you needed on defense. Um, Revis, which what they're calling this the sauce Revis 2.0, which I would take in a heartbeat because just having Revis on the field kind of tilted the field to the other side because they wouldn't throw to him. Um, so I would take that in a heartbeat with this kid. Revis was not a hot dog for the most part. Revis went out there, he did his job, you know, and did what he had to do. I was not a big fan of Revis early on in his career, but obviously, you get to the '08 stages, the '09 run and the 2010 run and whatnot, and Revis was an anchor on that back in that secondary, and I'm hoping that the Sauce could do that. I can't wait to see some of the headlines and some of the stories that are written with the word Sauce in it, and how they, you know, how they relate it to how he played or how the game went. New York writers can be very clever with their headlines, so I look forward to that. Then, um, at 10, the Jets were offering the 10 up for Debo over from San Fran. I didn't want to get him for the Kings ransom that they were asking. Uh, I will say this: I thought Jets were going to go all defense tonight. I figured an edge rusher. There was an edge rusher left on the board when they went there. Instead, they go wide receiver from Ohio State, Garrett Wilson. And first, let me just say that the tweets of Wilson to Wilson next year started immediately. They started actually before the pick came in. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to um, what this kid could do. Looking at his highlights, first of all, he runs such a crisp, precise route. He looks like a seasoned NFL wide receiver. That's number one. The quickness he has off the line. They showed some highlights, and of course, on the NFL Network or anything, they're going to show highlights right now. We won't see anything bad about these guys unless it's leaked or unless you really look into it. But um, off the line, they showed him he was lined up inside the 4 or the 3 yard line. Looked like he's going inside to the left, cuts to the right, blows away the one-on-one coverage, gets to the far corner. I'm sorry, the right side corner of the end zone. Ball is there, he catches it. Also shows him going up there, having good hands, being able to leap and make catches. I mean, let's be honest. The Jets have never really drafted a quarterback, a wide receiver with the hands where you say that kid has it all. And this kid doesn't have the height. I don't think. I don't think he has that tall height you want, but he has all the other attributes that I can see. And the way he runs his routes are just, I mean, they're very crisp. I like that. You don't usually see that in a college wide receiver. That's usually something that's developed when you get to the pros, and maybe they'll polish him even more. But he's on the wide receiver list now. He's with Elijah Moore. Um, He's with Braxton Berrios. We have a very young wide receiver core. I'd love to get a veteran in. AJ Brown has been traded to the Eagles from the Tennessee Titans. So I don't know who we pick. I don't know if we go deep and get more wide receivers in the second and third round. Um, I don't know. What I like about this is two things. We filled a need, and when you get the fourth round, fourth pick overall, you have a lot of needs. NFL Network said this about both players. The Jets got the best safety and the best wide receiver in the draft this year. So if you have these needs and you fill it with the best players, that is a great job by our GM. That is a great job by our scouting. Um, what else could I say about that? Now they have to perform. Now they have to go out there and cover NFL wide receivers. They got to read NFL defenses and coverage against them, and they have to make plays. And that's what this is all about. Uh, I'd like to see what we do later on in the rounds over the weekend. Do we make some trades? Do we pick up these players, these sleeper players? My thing is, don't reinvent the wheel. Go out there, get what you need, and let's get this team together. Um, I look forward to Joe Douglas finishing his third draft. I look forward to Saleh going into his um, his second season. And I look forward to seeing how Zach Wilson progresses. That's what his draft day is all about, and that's what being a fan is all about. You could be a fan of any team in any sport, and the way the team is built is what you look at in the offseason. And that's what us as Jet fans, and I'll be honest, as quick as everybody was cheering tonight, they will turn on these players even quicker. They will boo, they will, you know, tweet, they will call talk radio, sports radio in the morning and in the afternoon on the afternoon drive home and just complain. As long as these players can provide um, production and a move forward, the fans will be happy, and overall success for the team, of course. Listen, I'm a Jet fan. I am a Jet fan for over 40 years. Like most Jet fans now, I never saw Namath run off the field with his finger up in the air. The closest I got was the Mud Bowl, the Cleveland Brown double overtime debacle, the loss in '98 after being ahead of Denver with Parcells as our quarterback, Parcells as our head coach. Um, the '09, 2010 run with Sanchez, with Rex, with Revis, with Cromartie, with Damian Tomlinson, with Hard Knocks. So we have seen our ups and downs. We have not been in the playoffs since we lost to Pittsburgh in 2010, and I could to this day still remember being so excited because I really thought we were going to beat Pittsburgh in the championship game, and we had beaten them during the season. And just a little bit of trivia, and I always throw this in: we've only won one game in the state of Pennsylvania. That was 2010 against Pittsburgh in December. About 4 weeks later, we faced Pittsburgh again in Pittsburgh, and we were down. I don't even remember the score, 24-6, I believe it was, or 21-3, something like that. And we lost by 4 points. Um, we just had given up a big lead early and could not come back. But I really thought we were going to beat that team. But also, as that game ended, I was almost in tears. And you think as a Jet fan, you get used to this. But I said to my father, my best friend at the time, and I think I tweeted probably as well. Excuse me. This was such a long season from Revis not signing to signing on like the last day of camp in on Hard Knocks to you know just losing 45-3 to the Patriots to beating the Colts on a game ending field goal against Peyton Manning to beating the Patriots in New England in the playoffs after losing to them 45-3, about a month earlier, about 6 weeks earlier, to go into Pittsburgh and having every sense of confidence. And I said that they blew it all in that game against Pittsburgh. Not that they blew it all, but they used it all in that game against New England, and they just didn't have anything in the tank against Pittsburgh until it was too late. So for most of us, that's what we've seen lately, and we also have not seen a playoff win or playoff run since 2010, with that last game being in Pittsburgh. That has to stop. You know, I know we are a team that's rebuilding, but we need to now move on. This will be the second year without Sam Donald and second year for Zach Wilson. Um, let's move on. Let's do it. And just because you have the best player does not mean the success is going to be there. 2018 draft, on the field at MetLife Stadium with my daughters and their friends, and we get the number 3 pick. And seeing who goes number 1 kind of puts us in who we're going to get at 3. The Giants were already picking Saquon Barkley at 2. Cleveland picks Baker Mayfield, which that's another debacle going on right now. And I said this also a couple of weeks back, I guess after the Super Bowl. Mayfield, Mayfield, Saquon Barkley, and Sam Donald, top 3 picks. Mayfield looking for another team. Saquon's been injured, not nearly close to what he could do. And Donald is in Carolina, or probably lost in Carolina because they're going to, probably get another quarterback on that team. But anyway, behind me was the Jets executive officers, not their front office, not their war room team, but employees of the Jets. When Baker Mayfield went number 1, they started cheering. When Saquon Barkley went number 2, you would have thought they won the lottery. They were screaming, screaming, screaming. Boom, Sam Donald is our quarterback. I turned to one of them, I said, "Are we happy?" And he said, "This is the way it was supposed to play out." We're in 2022. Sam played 3 seasons for us, never progressed. He is in Carolina. So just because you have a high pick and you pick one of the top players in the draft does not mean they're going to work. We got to have faith that it's going to work. So I'll probably do another wrap up on the draft either Sunday or Monday. And then, as we get closer to the season, and I can't believe we're talking about getting closer to the season. We're not even out of April yet. We're not even, halfway through the spring yet. I will start doing more and more videos. Then once we get the full swing of things, videos will be even more, and then we'll go to like at least 1 to 2 times a week, if not more. As always, I tweet. We're at the Jets Takeoff on Twitter. We're on Facebook, the Takeoff. We are on email contact, thejets_takeoff@gmail.com. And we are here on YouTube. Video subscription, please, get us. We're going to try to also do a live video throughout the year. But contact us, subscribe. Love to hear your game day rituals. Excuse me, just a dry throat tonight. Not used to this. Your tailgating recipes. What is your favorite hat? What is your favorite, shirt? Today, quickly, I wear colors every day. I wear my hat when I'm not in the office. I have a jet jacket that I wear every day. Some sort of colors. I have keychains, my car, whatever. Walking to the post office today, a woman goes, "Oh, Jet fan, draft tonight, right?" And I said, "Yeah." She was a fan, and she said, "Yeah." She goes, "I see people coming in with their colors all day." It's a football fan. Yes, you can see a Yankee hat all year round, a Met hat all year round, but it's something about football fans where you see those Cowboy stars, the Giant fans, the Patriot fans, as of late, Kansas City fans, all over the place. And we're in April. We're not even in the end of April yet. Well, the end of April. We're in April 28th, but we're not even where they say, "All right, things are going on. We're getting closer," and we're just so excited about this. And I think it's because number one, the season just goes so quick. 17 games, you know, probably 20, 24 weeks from beginning to end. And, you know, it is what it is. As Jet fans as well, we are, like I said, finicky, but we are patient. We are loyal. You know, we are there at the 4-12 season like we were last year. We are there at the 1-15 season. We are there at the 10-6 season. We just want success. We want to see our players in the green confetti falling down, holding that trophy up. So check us out every week. I'd love to get as many subscribers as we could, but I will say this. You know, I'll probably do another video at the end of the weekend to recap what we did with the draft picks. The Giants, no, they don't come to mind the names that they picked, but they picked a tremendous edge rusher who could be the next Michael Strahan, and they picked a guard or tackle. So they are addressing both sides of the ball. I graded the Jets as a B minus tonight. My best friend George did a C plus. My cousin Mike I think did a B or a B plus. I went B minus because I thought it would have been two defensive players and one of them an edge rusher. The Giants I give a B plus to an A minus. They hit it on the head what they needed tonight. And I think Daniel Jones is going to be replaced. I just don't know by who. So have a great night. Have a great rest of your weekend. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Have a blessed day, a blessed night, a blessed weekend, or a blessed weekend, or a blessed night, however you say it. Check us out. We are the takeoff. And let's go Jets. Well, good evening and happy Thursday, New York Jet fans and NFL Jet